is putting a brakes on Wall Street's hot streak. You might think again, Dow 11K is in very close sight. So what's going on? Well, let's ask the Fox Biz All-Stars, Jonathan Hoenig, Nancy Skinner, Howard Rosenkranz, and Cody Willard. Howard, what's going on here?
Well, the reality is, what else are you going to do with your money? We're clearly seeing a positive direction in employment. You may not have thought that the employment report was overwhelming.
Right.
However, if it was any more robust, people would have gotten particularly scared they were going to move up rates and create alternative investments. Now you recognize, or will increasingly recognize, that you've got to start deploying money, and you've got to start deploying money in equities. PEs are reasonable. This year is going to be $75 or $80 on the S&P. You're going to move out another 6 months and begin to believe there's a $90 number out there. Valuations are not unreasonable. Everything is moving in the right direction.
But Cody, there are a lot of folks that say valuations are a little unreasonable. Where do you stand?
Well, it depends on what you think forward earnings are going to be. I mean, we can look at the last year, and yeah, you could make the argument that the market's somewhat expensive, a double-digit price-to-earnings ratio. But if you look out, you know, I mean, I about, I don't know, 2-3 months ago went from being pretty bearish to finally turning bullish, and even
Well,
on
why are you bullish? Because
I think employment has turned. I think the economy's turned. The Republicans and Democrats have borrowed trillions of dollars from my children to prop up the near-term economy.
You don't have children.
It's going to work. Well, I got future children. They're taking my.
Well, don't bet on
They're
it.
taking conceptual money and spending it today.
Don't talk about conceptual, whatever.
Boy.
But all right. So Nancy, this is your guy, you know, right?
I'm her guy.
He's
I
doing
like
it.
that.
Hey, you know what? Proof's in the pudding. The markets are fat and happy, but they're not stupid, guys. And what they looked at was that
You just
stimulus.
said when they were high with George Bush that they were stupid. So what happened?
They were then.
Right.
No, but here's the thing. Look, they knew that we were facing a free fall in the economy, and it was that shot in the arm, that stimulus, that 80% of GDP is consumer spending. So they can see
they
that
spent.
all of this has worked. A lot of this has worked, and so they're satisfied that we are on the right track.
Well, there you go, Jonathan.
Well, Nancy's right in that there's government spending certainly can have an effect on the economy, Neil. We saw that, for example.
Did you just say Nancy was right?
Yes, he did.
She's right. She's right in the
Jonathan
sense.
Hoenig, Nancy Skinner
She's
on the
right.
same financial plays. Continue.
Well, I guess just in the same sense, Neil, that, for example, President Bush's ethanol debacle had a major impact on ethanol stocks. What she doesn't see is what Cody referred to, which is the long-term effect of all this government spending.
So you're worried longer term, but Howard, are you worried longer term?
We're going to put in this little vat. Everybody's going to say it's going to be the worst thing. Taxes are going to go up. All of a sudden, the deficit is going to start going down. People will adjust over time. It's not the boogeyman you think it is.
Yeah, I would say, you know, Neil, I hate to admit it, that after saying I'm bullish, today I've got a newsletter coming out tomorrow. We're finding a short for next week because...
Which newsletter is this? You have newsletters for everything.
MarketWatch.com/Cody.
Really? All right. So you...
But yeah, and so in all seriousness, we had, you know, we've been...
Hedge your bets, don't you? If you don't get it here, you say it on market. Well, I like that.
It's called cross-promotion, Neil, cross-promotion.
Jonathan, if you're saying that the long-term debt effect is that the markets aren't incorporating this, you're calling all the markets stupid or not functioning, the free markets. Is that what you're saying, Jonathan?
Well, Nancy, certainly we've had some rallies since, for example, entitlements like Medicare were passed in the mid-1960s. Now those entitlements are broke. So what I would hope was that the president would have just a little bit more foresight than thinking 5, 6, 10, 12, 15 I've some
age and wisdom on you guys. And I'll tell you, economic cycles, bull and bear markets, they kind of follow an 18 to 24-month pattern. So, Nancy, no offense to your wonderful savior of a president. I mean, he might be benefiting from nothing more than a cycle. That's it.
Why do we have to give the president credit or blame anyway, Neil?
Well, I'm just saying, I hate to burst your bubble, but, you know.
Can it be the free market, hard work?
My 7-year-old could be in the Oval Office right now and overseeing a bull market.
Agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You exacerbated the up move. You were able to get one because the government got 2 feet in. This thing could have gotten significantly worse. Hey, Bush was there for TARP. I'm not giving. I'm giving him some credit as well. In addition to your 7-year-old.
Your 7-year-old probably would recognize that he's going to have to pay for this crap someday. So
he doesn't
might
care.
Do
He doesn't care. It's on Daddy's dime, and it's not a big issue. Not a big issue.
Cody's future children will pay for all of this. Beware, Cody's girlfriends. future girlfriend.
Girlfriend, singular, singular.
That's only part of the
Nancy.
stuff we tell them.
Sabrina.
Nancy. Oh, we have a lot more coming up. They can see the White House from their offices, and the president and his folks still